Alright guys, welcome back to Codes and Coffee. Today we have a 2004 Volkswagen R32. It had to get towed in today because the car didn't start for the customer. We went ahead and ran our diagnostics through it, and we found out that the fuel pump is what is gone on it. It's no longer doing its job functioning. So we're going to go ahead and replace that today, and we'll show you how to do it. This is a two-door hatchback. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. Looks mint. Paint job's great. It's a real nice one. I like this one. So we'll go ahead and get it started for you. And I hope you guys enjoy the show. This one specifically is a 05 of 04. Alright, let's get this video started for you guys.
Thank you. Let's go like that, Mikey.
Wow, so friendly.
So far, but we're not sure if this is where the fuel pump is residing, or is it gonna go underneath? I'm not sure.
Yep.
So these VWs, you know, we're not familiar with these too much. You don't get a share of them, but I see a little bit of. There's supposed to be some kind of indentation, Mikey, that we gotta remove so we can do our thing, right?
Yep.
So I don't know. Voila.
Ah, there it is.
So, Mikey, I'm gonna just go like that, okay?
Alright, R32. Let's get her started for you.
I remove one of the seats.
Went ahead and removed the seats.
So I can leave some room. We can remove the seats too if you like, Mikey, but I don't think it's necessary. Mr. Flippy, here we go. You got me that paper towel, right? You're gonna have some spillage of gasoline here, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
So first, you're gonna remove this access cover, which is right down there. Now besides the screws, they tend to use some kind of a sealant between the black cover and the rest of the stuff. So you're gonna very gently, you can see there's the sealant around it.
Right.
So don't expect this cover to come off. Wow, sometimes they do. Isn't that something, isn't it? All right, so there's that, Mikey. So here's the electrical connections to it. So for that, what I like to do is, Jesus, and
It's tight quarters.
oh yeah. Okay, let's see how I did this. It's not gonna go like that. Let's see, give me a second, Mike. Let me see. Let me get up close here and personal. I'm just taking my time. Oh, I see what's going on here, I think. Nope. It had this nice little clip here. Oh yeah. Okay, fine. What about
right underneath there?
yeah? Just
Oh, there it goes.
no, I can't. I'm just taking my time. It will come off. It's supposed to come off right here, but I don't see the normal. Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see if we get lucky with this one, Mikey.
ah, booyah!
What did I just do? I just simply went underneath, and I was able to pull this that way.
That
Okay.
little one. Yep.
So you're supposed to be able to pull this with this, but I don't trust this at all. It's got a feeling it was gonna leak, so I did it the backdoor method, you know.
Oh yes.
All right, so this is one. Now these guys are very clever push-in, lock-in devices. So we gotta find a way to get these out of there too, okay? These are like quick disconnects.
Yep.
There are no fasteners, nothing. You can see nothing wrong. You just go in, lock. So we gotta go in, unlock, get it out, okay? So we gotta figure that out next. So I'm just getting a little comfortable here. I'm trying to keep all our hardware somewhere else. So a little bit of this will come in handy now. A little bit of WD-40, okay? Just gently putting it. Now, obviously there's two different colors, so one probably just sends it. The other one, unburned gas, comes back in, right? It's circulating through. So, and we got to keep an eye on this arrow too. Arrow is definitely pointing at the driver's guy.
Okay.
Right? Drivers are this. Let's keep that in mind. So, so now, okay, you get another arrow here too. That's interesting.
That one's pointing to the driver's door?
No, this is actually, yeah.
A rear
Rear of the car. It says VDO.
Yep.
Jenny was right. So do you have some of those paper rags? Yep.
Yes, sir.
I want to just clean a couple of them, these things, Mikey, and see. Oh, it's the mail guy.
It's the mailman.
It's the mailman.
Mail time. Ah, yes.
Hello, my friend.
Mr. Mailman.
Man, it's a 6-speed.
Oh, is that good or bad?
That's good.
Mikey, you see what I did?
Ah, yes.
I was able to just go underneath, and I don't know how I get lucky. Look, I gotta get all this dirt out of there, okay? But I'm just,
Got the fuel pump.
oh yeah, that's what we're going after. It cranks, doesn't start. I checked the fuel line in the front, disconnected it, there's no fuel coming out. I checked the electrical, I checked the car's computer, everything's okay. But the car's computer doesn't know. Hey, didn't you don't check the fuel pump? You don't take that.
No.
But at least back in 2004, they don't. It's a 2004. So
How many
now-
miles? 111,000.
Something, yeah.
Not bad.
This is just muddy in there. You gotta clean all that stuff up, man. So these are all-wheel drive, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So I think we're gonna go for a test drive afterwards.
Oh, yes.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
see how the fuel pump works.
It depends on what he did to it, but they can go.
Yes, 2004, all-wheel drive. Wow.
You put a tune on one.
Now, this is the VR6 engine, right? Or no?
Oh no, this one you can't.
You can't do it on this.
No, this one's not turboed.
That's right.
This one's just a natural. The ones that came after that, the
Oh, really?
Is it the GTI Golf?
no,
No.
the GTI.
GTI.
Not the GTI, but the what the hell was the name of it? Damn it, I can't remember the name. But those were all-wheel drive turbo.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is really muddy in here. So I'm trying to do the same thing on the other one. I got lucky here, Mikey, but this one is kind of,
You got to pull the whole thing out.
yeah. We gotta change the whole assembly. It comes in a new fuel pump assembly. Comes in a sending unit, fuel gauge,
Oh, okay, so you
pump,
don't have to worry about
inner filter, external filter. It comes in a one piece. So once this is done, I think this car is ready to go here. But and I didn't know. I told them we were busy inside, so park it outside. So luckily we can get to it here instead of dropping a gas tank down.
Right, and it's good. All the fumes will.
Oh Jesus, no.
We won't have headaches, pass out, take naps or nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Safe and two Andover mechanics, safe by the mailman.
Or the mailman just passed out too.
Have a good one.
Thank you. La 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 la. Mr. Redman, Mr. Sandman. So I'm trying to go underneath, Mikey. I'm just fishing, okay? So they don't make it easy. There's no tabs. There's nothing to press. I'm looking at this guy.
Is that the same underneath, maybe?
Be careful, Mikey.
Yep.
It's plastic. Yeah. And I simply went underneath. I was able to just unlock it a little bit, came out. But this one, so far, it is resisting.
Resisting arrest.
Yes.
Are you gonna arrest him, Mike?
I know.
You gotta get him out of there.
I know.
He's in the house. Break it, and
Just
enter him.
gonna.
Get.
Oh, gotta play around it until. Oh, got these little tabs. I want to see what I did here. Mikey, look.
Oh yeah, it is at the bottom.
See that? That's what we're trying to do.
So it's in the back.
So it's in a corner, you see this?
Yeah.
So I gotta go behind it, I gotta pull it towards me.
So this
right?
is the front, yeah, that's the
Yes.
front.
So
it's all back
find,
here.
where's, oh Jesus. That's the back?
Yep.
Oh, man. These VWs.
Well, it's,
yeah,
how far?
the back is here, look,
Is
Mikey.
it all the way?
Yeah.
It's at a little bit of angle.
Yeah, you gotta pull it from here, right?
Yep.
That's why I couldn't do it. Okay, alright, now we know. And that's the one that's full of mud, right?
Yep.
Sure. These guys, man. Must pick on me. Look at this, look. A lot of mess. Alright, let's
That's
stop.
incredible too, because it's under the seat. I mean, how much grime can get under there?
I know, huh? So we're trying various tools here, whichever works. I'm going underneath right in there, Mikey. And to my eyes, yes, that is, we gotta get it from here, okay? All right, we can do it that way. Now, Mikey, okay, why don't we do this, man? I mean, it is movable. All right, guys, please.
We were just kidding.
We were just kidding.
We were just kidding.
We just found out how to do it.
Ah, shit, I can't cut this out. This is,
Darn it.
oh, damn it.
Edit this. Now, it's really simple. All right, I'm going to show you. If I show you, I'll remember, so I won't look like an idiot next time, do I?
No.
But it is kind of a little hot in here.
We're professional.
right,
Not
yes.
top notch. We're professionals.
All right, here we go. This guy, you can see, it's got a little square in here, but it is round here. But if you take any kind of tool, like a flat blade screwdriver or something like this, you can see this area right here. This area looks like solid, but it isn't. But if you just push it like this, do you see it as it moves? And when it moves, and you pull it out, okay?
yes.
So you do the same thing on the black guy, right there. And remember, square on this side, round on this side. Look at this. You see this place just wants to move. Look at this. Look at that. Okay? So I didn't know, so I was trying to poke it back here, try to get it out,
Right.
and I was frustrating myself. And you just gotta know. That's all. Now we know. But by the way, this designs are changed every year. You know, they come up with clip here, unclip there, and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, now, So this is like a one big ass screw here, right?
Yep.
And it's plastic to plastic. Sometimes it's really rusty, sometimes it isn't. You can use a piece of wood and a hammer, or we could basically go with a hammer and a just nice screwdriver. But I'm just gonna keep on lubricating this because we don't want any surprises. There are rarely any surprises, and sometimes you hit it and it's just not moving, so you just gotta move the tool around. This car is very small, so I'm trying to get a comfortable angle, and but I rather be doing this than that Prius front wheel bearing.
Oh Jesus, we had a, oh my God.
Oh,
Yes.
what a nightmare that was. Prius looks so innocent.
Yep.
Oh, sheep in the wolf's clothing.
Yeah, we'd rather do a 3500 any day.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. That sounds
A
like
wolf and sheep.
Yeah. I'm being careful. You know, you will cut into it a little bit, so don't worry though. It's pretty, whatchamacallit. Can someone shut this stupid thing off, please? Thank you. So I'm just gonna take my time here, Mikey. But I'm not gonna fall in love with you either. Now, as this come out, you'll interfere with these a little bit. Don't let that get to you. It is meant to be flexible, so you can just wiggle yourself out of there. You just felt that it popped, right?
Yep.
Why? Because there's a spring at the bottom of this fuel pump assembly, that's why. So we're just gonna get this out of the way first. Our agenda is, first thing first, to get this bad boy, and let's put it here, okay? Now, from this moment on, there shall be spillage of fuel. And so this is where we're gonna use a lot of paper rags or whatever we're gonna try to limit the spillage, but they shall be spillage.
Well, I'm just happy today's not that 90-degree humidity rainstorm like a few days ago.
Yeah, and all the mechanics out there, just quit cigarettes, stop smoking. I used to smoke a lot, and it was interfering with my work, where I couldn't work any more than 15 minutes before I had to stop and get a cigarette break, which was really making me inefficient. So I was, I was not, and I was in a bad mood because you have to, stop all the time, and because the cigarette's calling you, So stop smoking. All right, come on. There are better things in life. All right, so now this thing is kind of stuck in there, Mikey, for now. You see, here's the spring that came out of here, right? So I don't know what they had in mind here. I'm just trying to get a hold of it. Okay, now we got this rubber here too, Mikey. Okay, we're gonna take this away from here. I think we're just gonna take our time. I'm just taking things at a time. Okay, here's the rubber ring that stays there. Now we are in the process of removing this. Now this thing may still be clicked on or snapped in to the bottom of the gas tank too. There is that possibility, okay? So I don't know what they had in mind here. I think this will be a good time right now to stop and wait until, oh shit, get this gasoline leaking out of here. Wait until the new one comes in. We can compare it and see what's up in the bottom. Sometimes you gotta reach inside, unlock it, and then you take it off, because it may be one of those. Because, or what? This is free, Mikey.
Yeah.
This is a freebie. I think this one is ours. We don't have to wait for the new one at all. All right, so I'm just gonna go right on top of it, just kind of kneel down, and we are gonna use a lot of rags here, Mikey. We may have to use the entire. All right, so let's just go fishy, okay? Ooh, look at this go. Just checking.
Nope.
Yeah, we gotta check the traffic,
Wasn't a customer we're waiting
Yes.
for.
Yep, that's it. All right, guys. We have this guy right here too, Mikey. You can see that, right? I don't know what this guy does, but Jesus Christ, Mikey, this. You see another pipe connected to it?
Yeah. Oh.
What this means is this may be like 2/2 of the one gas tank, meaning, so this guy is hooked up to another pickup unit elsewhere.
Oh, so this is like the reserve? I hope
Yeah.
not. So this is the main, but that's picking up from the reserve.
Exactly. Or this is the main, but there is another reserve one. Maybe I'm just sitting on top of it. If this car, what they say is R32 4x4,
Right.
if that's the case, they got a lot of baggage on this rear differential. They don't have a full-size gas tank that they could put, so they put a half of it here and they put a half of somewhere else. So this thing needs to suck from somewhere else. So it is that possibility. So I don't know. But regardless, so what we're gonna do is basically this is a wiring harness that I can see that needs to be disconnected. I just did that, right?
Yeah.
And so in the main pump assembly, we have the same connector, similar connector like this, the one that we disconnected with the black and blue ones before.
Yep.
It's kind of similar, and it's got a little push button area right here, Mikey. So I'm just gonna push that, and I'm gonna try to disconnect this guy from it. So I believe this stays. Okay. So I think we are. This is our main pump assembly.
Okay.
So we're gonna leave this alone. Is this a good idea to drop it down?
Do you want me
or
to get a bungee just so it doesn't go anywhere down there?
as a matter of fact, well, maybe, believe it or not, we may not be able to put a bungee in because it's such a narrow opening. I think it's gonna interfere. I think we're gonna shove this thing back in there, and we're gonna fish up later on. Okay, that's what's gonna happen.
Jeez, bro.
Mike's out up here because it is still. Jesus Christ, Mikey. Now we have this guy too. What is this? Oh. Okay, Mike. I think we just got a little opening now. Now, besides this, expect to see another lever that shows how much gas you got in this car too, right? So we're gonna do all that stuff too. So I am just in the process of taking it off. This guy is not in the way. It's like it's something folding underneath still. Oh yeah.
Is it the ground wire? No.
I do not know. It's getting pretty hard in there now. Maybe we should stop until the new one gets in. It's kind of interfering with the mouth of the gas tank. Isn't that unusual? I disconnected it all. Maybe just gotta pull it a little harder so it'll come off. But it is tight. We got no problem with the fuel lines, I'm pretty sure on that. I got no problems there, Mikey. I'm rotating it. Oof. Gas is leaking. All right, gas tanks, come on. It's hitting. I don't know, what's it hitting, kid? Ooh. A little leak there. This thing kind of reminds me of that Volvo, that's S70 or something. They got like twin halves because, yeah, they also have to deal with that 4x4 deal. I mean, we should be able to pull this out of here now. There's no reason why this is basically acting up. I mean, I'm rotating it around. Maybe like it's gonna come out another way, maybe. Whatever it is, you don't want to come out. It's kind of banging right in the mouthput of this, Mikey. Is this still connected in the bottom with something else? Jesus Christ. Alright, so just not budging right now. Yeah. Jesus. Wow. coming off, but something's holding in the bottom. This is not free yet. This is not an easy. I did something else. Well, let's just let it drain first, okay, Winky? There's plenty of gas in here, so I'm gonna take our time. Yeah, now I know what happened. There was some kind of a retaining device that was holding the fuel pump into the bottom of the gas tank, and that retaining device was holding it. We somehow unlocked it, but I don't think that was the way to take it off. But you're just letting it drain now. Look, there's how much gas in there.
Yep, it's going.
You're gonna let this drain by itself.
You want to let it do its thing?
Oh, I think that's not a bad idea, huh? Actually, is this leaking right in?
Yeah, it's leaking right
into the gas tank, right, Mikey? I can hear it.
Yep. In that angle, yes. Right back into the gas tank.
I don't want to get back in here again. Let me just wait here. Let's just finish off. Let's get this up. Gotta get out my fresh air. Just hold it on the top. It's not that heavy, Mike, but it just has a little gas in it. Just leave it on the ground, straight down.
Still full. It's draining way too slow.
Alright. Now, you see this thing right inside, Mikey? What's that? There's a little hose with a little white thingy that is just sitting there. And I think this was somehow connected into that pump, right? In the bottom.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a holding device, but this is the hose that goes all the way to the hump. There's another tank here.
Right.
But the tank is not solid that you think it is.
Right.
It's kind of narrow on the bottom, and it kind of like, because it has got to wrap around itself around 4x4 and differential and God knows what kind of mechanicals they've dealt with. So it's like a two-piece gas tank. That's what this is. So meanwhile, the only thing we could do is we're just gonna keep on absorbing all this gasoline, okay? But luckily we did not spill much inside the car. That was pretty good. But the fumes will be there, but luckily I think we're gonna be okay here. And the gasoline is an excellent cleaner too, by the way, you know. Look at this. I'm just gonna take my time, Mikey, and use more. Now we could go outside, okay? Because I'm
it's nice and dry.
Yeah. This kind of mud looking thing. I don't know what the hell is. Look at it. Alright, so it's time to go outside this car because we need some fresh air, don't you think? Alright, here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mr. R32. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You okay?
No.
Are you okay?
Oh, fresh air.
Ooh, yes. Deep breath.
Alright, so turn on the ignition too when I do this, okay? So
Yep.
But first, I'm just gonna reach inside though somehow. Like, I'm just gonna get in there. Alright, so
Let me open up that trunk so we can breathe. There we go.
I'm just bringing it down here. Like, here's the key, okay? Hold on to the key for a second. Jesus. The plug is gonna go like this, okay? That's plugged in. Now, all we have to do is basically take the key, Mikey.
No ground?
No ground, nothing. It's self-grounded, it's self everything else. So we're gonna see. He's gonna do something here.
Yep.
If he does anything, it's probably.
Look.
Ready?
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything either.
Here, put your ear in there while I do that.
Okay, it's not working.
I hear a click.
I don't believe it's a ground issue. I don't think it's any of that stuff, Mikey. I mean, the plastic bag making noises. That's it.
All right. Ready?
It is connected.
You don't feel any vibrating?
One last thing though, Mikey.
Yep.
You know, okay, watch this now. Let's not get fooled here because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 wires here, Mikey. If you remember, there was a secondary plug that we need to plug that into that.
Right, right.
Now, whether that's, I need to know what this does, okay, Mikey? When I know, then I'll tell you, yes, it is not the pump, or, because we have 4 wires here, and the major one is this one, this blue and purple looking. That's the one that carries a lot of electricity. I can see it's a big fat one. If I follow that here, this is the black one right here, Mikey. And that black one, I'm just twisting it around, and it goes into right around here, Mikey. It follows it through, right? And then I'm just trying to see. I'm just opening a Christmas present here. And yes, that does go right in there, Mikey. Look. So there's 2 wires that goes into this. Is the pump. This is the electric motor, right? We can see right here, and you got a 1 plug right here, and there's another plug here. Whether this is negative, whether that's positive, that remains to be seen. But it is basically, this should buzz.
Yeah.
This should do something. Okay. So all right, this is where we stop.
Okay.
I think I'm kind of calling it right now. I'm kind of saying it, yes. And I'm glad that kid called us. I'm glad to say, you know, yes.
Okay, so now, before we go ahead and replace the fuel pump, we just want to recommend you to do one thing, okay?
There's a little box under the under the hood, next to the air cleaner. And once you pull it off, this cover, there's 2 relays. One is 100, the other is 428. These are not fuel pump relays, okay? This is for secondary air pump relay, and this is for fuel injection relay. So he's probably controls his injectors or something here. But so don't get fooled by it. And if it is the fuel pump relay that you need to replace, it is not cheap. It's like 60 or 70 bucks. Okay.
From like an auto parts store.
Or dealership. Dealership, 75, 80 bucks.
$75, $80.
Like yeah.
Okay.
That's what's gonna happen there. So does anything fit in this car? Okay, here we go.
Now, the fuel pump relay is located...
Well, that I'm going to find out. I don't believe it's under this hood here somewhere.
Right.
It's a 7-pin relay.
It's a 7-pin.
I don't see any 7-pins here, really. Unless you do, I don't know. So I think we're going to go under the dashboard. It's probably on the driver's side. They have clever ways of lowering some levels down. Then we'll find the suckers there.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking there. Johnny! You missed us already, didn't you? Huh? You couldn't even leave us for a couple of hours. Look at this guy. He's back again.
Do you want to be famous on YouTube? Yep. Uh-oh. Did you just... Wait, Mike. Did you lock the car?
No, I didn't.
All right.
It's gonna lock itself.
Let's make sure the car's not locked. Oh! Locked out.
It doesn't unlock from here, Mike. You gotta reach all the way down here.
I gotta reach over there? All right.
Put that inside somewhere, and don't forget the light in there. So let's just wait until.
Okay, so I'm gonna put his registration back in there. The fuel pump relay, it's a 7-pin. Okay, that is either located under the glove box there, or under the dashboard on this side. And we went ahead and ordered it, and when it gets here, we'll take it apart and take a look at that first and replace it. And if it's not that, then we'll go ahead and continue the fuel pump replacement. All right, so all we can do is wait. Okay, Mo, it is. Now, this is the actual fuel pump relay, 409. Okay. This is the old one, 12 volts, 40 amps, Volkswagen Audi dealership. And it's located underneath the driver's side panel. I'm going to do my best to get you underneath there so you can see it. Alright, so it's all the way up here. Try to get the best shot that I can for you guys. There's your main fuel pump relay. So we changed that one out. Okay. And the car still doesn't want to start. Tries to turn over, but no full start. So, and we went ahead, and if you remember, the 428 relay that was here, that's for the fuel injector. We ordered that one as well. See if we might need to do it as a combo exchange. The one underneath the driver's side, the fuel pump relay, and the one underneath the hood, which is the fuel injector. And we'll let you know as soon as we get the part what the results are. There it is, it arrived from Napa. 428, let's give it a go.
Both relays are replaced. It's the fuel injection relay, which was, I thought it was.
Yeah, it sounds. I don't know if you can hear it. Try to shake it. Its guts is like broken. Its pieces inside is just. So that's why we replaced the fuel injection relay. They're still not starting.
So should we?
So you think it's the pump? Does it sound like the pump?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're not going to give up. We're going to check for voltage, ohmage, ampage. Make sure everything is working in the fuel pump first. That's going to be our next step. There's another beast we're working on. Front struts, rear shocks. 16 spark plugs, you name it.
Then have to step on the clutch. Just
Try to start it.
go ahead. You got power here, Mikey.
There's power back there.
Bitch, motherfucker. You got power here now, Mikey. You know what? Power. So, if you have power here, this is my power. This is my main feed, and it does power, Mikey.
Yep.
So, power's coming to the pump. I mean, pump is not running. What else can I tell you?
So it's definitely the pump.
Yeah, man. Definitely gonna lean it towards that now. When you try to run it, this energizes. The
Yep.
power's going in. And the ground basically grounds it. The pump, this basically grounds it right there. So this basically, my kid, there's power here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to lean towards this guy is basically just not doing it. You know, it must have been both.
Right.
It must have been fuel pump, relay related. We fixed the relay. Now the pump is bad too, so I don't know. We're just changing this stuff. So we're just gonna go just like this, Mikey, right now. Remember this?
Yep.
Let's see if you can do this in an easy way, right? Remember this?
Right at the very front.
Oh,
Que bueno.
que bueno. Watch this, watch this. Oh, watch this. Now, knowing what you're doing and doing it, doesn't it look so easy? All right, so now
you want your
I want a little
flathead and a hammer?
Yeah, that's it. You read my mind.
All right.
Thank you, Mikey.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so you guys are just getting spoiled now. If you didn't catch the first part of how to remove the gas pump, well, here's another one.
Let's see if we can do it by hand now, Mikey. Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta get rags, right?
Yes.
All right.
That's some rags.
I got some rags here?
That's some, yeah,
Okay.
the rags here. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's tight, tight quarters. Oh, there it is. There we go.
Jesus Christ. What a freaking... Remember with this, Mikey,
Yep.
we're just gonna disconnect that thing right here. See, remember this? This one? This, we're gonna disconnect first. Ah. That's not gonna disconnect, right? So, we're gonna try. Try this time if we mind. Disconnect that. Little push button deal here. Just pushing it. Nothing's happening. Okay. Twisting a little bit, Mikey. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's tough. Alright, so. Alright, we're gonna just take this piece at a time here. And these are all ours, so remember it was very tough to get it off
Yeah.
this smoke, right?
You got the first half, and then the last half was just
So I'm gonna go like this.
tug of war.
I wanna get this thing out of the way. I'm gonna get this out of the way.
I don't think it's draining anymore. I think that's what happened the first time we took it out. It was about 3/4 and it just stopped
stayed
halfway.
there, right?
Yeah. I'll come
So
on the
now
other side.
you're
to
gonna get
it.
ready. You can get it from there, like stay right there. Watch this.
Ah,
Wanna get
it's
it too?
it's a 3-pounder. And well, there you go. How to take out a fuel pump on a 2004 R32. Twice in one shot. Alright, so now we're just going to wait for the fuel pump that we reordered. As soon as it arrives, then we'll continue with the replacement of the fuel pump.
Get it out of the box. Now we're gonna have to.
Yep.
I'm definitely leaning towards this. Alright, Mikey. Oh, and the old one, Mikey, is a big rubber. I think you may want to do that now.
Alright, I need both hands.
Alrighty. Thank you,
That's
Rob.
rubber. We don't need any more parts
No.
off of it? Okay.
I think that's it. It's funny, they charge you $200 or $300 for this, And where's the new gasket? Nope. Gonna just work around this monkey. As you can see, I'm tired, so I'm just bust my anything but. Okay. Hey. All right. Rubber's installed. Now remember, you do need to pay attention to this guy. I'm gonna take out the temporary plug they installed and get that out of the way. So we're going to dump it in. As we dump it in, Mikey, believe it or not, this thing is very important. It just stays right here. That's the only place. And as it sits, if you remember, this arrow is pointing
to the
remember that?
Yep.
And these guys line up like this. So we go boom, boom. So this guy lines up to the driver's side, more or less, you know. All right, so here we go. Now you just got to be careful on this guy. Definitely this guy. Get this out of the way. Now, first hose is interfering as this one, Mikey. We're just gonna pay attention here. Okay, I'm just gonna gently get this in there. I'm gonna leave it right about there, Mikey. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and find our missing buddies. Remember those two hoses?
Yep.
So I think I need to reach inside.
Let's say hello.
Hello to my friend.
Let's get some air in there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, I got this one like right here already. This one is in. Just did that, look. Yeah, yep. The second one is this guy. And I'll plug this bad boy in right here, Mikey. Fly. Alright, so.
Now, how about that little metal base? You gotta push it in there to secure it, or?
Believe it or not, I don't think so, Mikey.
No.
It just sits like that, you know. I'm gonna just, this spring though is kind of important. It's gonna fit like so, okay? Okay. Now, as it sits, now we're gonna finalize this, okay? Make sure nothing is in the way. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think we're having a little bit of difficulty with this. Oh yeah, okay. That's not how we want to do this, buddy.
Does that cover clip on to some? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, much better.
There we go.
It's still not in there, but I'm kind of lining it up, you know, Mikey? Okay, now, one side fitted. Oh, the rubber got stuck. Look, Mikey. See the rubber?
Yep. Nice.
Now, it fits. I like this arrow where it is at. That's good right there. That's good right there. So, it is time for us to just guide this. And then get this out of the way a little bit, Mikey. Get this plug out of the way. I tend to turn it backwards a little bit first. Hopefully it catches, you know?
Right.
The thread catches. And then... Okay, we just do this, Mikey. Alright, so...
Before we commit, do you just want to...
Oh, yeah.
Clip it in and snap it in, and then we'll try to start.
That's what we're going to do. One.
I like those caps.
I know.
Guys, whenever you find caps from parts, store them in a nice little box. That's what we do. They're good for later on.
Okay, Mikey. Ah. Oh, Jesus. He's right here. Oh, jeez. Okay. You heard any pumping?
Who are the mechanics here? Yep, that's right. That's right.
Neutral.
Are we good? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Breathe! Clear! He's alive. And so is the car. Man, that sounds good, huh?
I know.
Sounds really nice. So basically, at the very beginning, I don't know, 30-40 minutes ago, we decided on the fuel pump was the culprit. But we got a phone call telling us to check the relays. Has to be the relays. It has to be the relays. But always stick to your guns.
All right, we got 2 relays. We got the fuel pump.
All right, good. Happy car. Any questions? Leave them in the link below, or you could direct message me. That's fine too, and I'll answer any questions you need. The fuel pump. The fuel pump was about $280 from a parts store, not a dealership, because it's probably double that. The 428 amp, the 428 fuel injector relay, that was from a parts store, and it was $65 as opposed to, I forget how much the dealership wanted, but it was probably an astronomical price. And then we had the fuel pump relay, which is underneath the steering wheel here. That was about $85 bucks. So yes, of course, you know, you want to save your money by doing the relays first, but we were really sure, and usually we like to keep to our guns, and once we condemn the fuel filter, we change it. But this time, this was raw. We gave people the benefit of the doubt. But anyways, like, subscribe, and comment for more videos. We'll have tons and tons of videos coming out in the future. And then soon, I'm going to be getting these new glasses, camera glasses that I purchased, and they should be on their way. And I'll do personal one-on-one videos with you guys on brakes and tune-ups and all that stuff. But for now, this is what we'll be doing for the next week or so. All right, on to the next.